Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here. Excited to have you guys on. So I'm pretty fired up. Let me know where you guys are from. Take a put a one in the chat box if you can hear me, or let me know what city you're coming from. We had all sorts of people here last time. The only problem is we had a packed house. So I am expecting a packed house again, but you guys are here early, so you got in. So I see a lot of people from Peoria, Illinois. Megan, what's up? So Megan's actually already in the program. She's here to get a little bit more information or get things more clear. I mean, this thing, you cannot learn it in a single day. So that's fantastic. I love it. D in Miami. We're in Miami too. We happen to be in downtown Miami. So we are there. New York. Hell yeah, Bree. New York in the house. NYC. I know one of my good friends is in from New York visiting. Tampa, awesome, awesome. Love Tampa. Actually, the guys in my office were just at Gasparilla down at Tampa. They had a heck of a time. We got people here from Brazil. Again, another NYC. We got LA, Odessa, Texas. That's very close to my hometown of El Paso. So Odessa's booming. Lots of oil going on there. I don't know how that's going, but I remember the last time I had to drive through Odessa. Boy, it was hard to get a hotel in Odessa. So Montreal. Awesome. We got people from Canada here, so they will definitely enjoy what we are sharing here because it applies to everybody that is pretty much all over the world. It applies to just about everyone. Doesn't matter what far corner of the world you are. In fact, about the only place it doesn't apply to is if you are from space. So I'm pretty sure there could be some people from space. Who knows, right? That's if you believe in aliens, then you probably will believe in crypto even more. So tonight, again, we will talk about two topics that have quite a few things in common. And I'm not joking when I say that. I have a very good friend of mine who actually targeted, he was one of the top affiliates for a couple other financial things. And one of the things that people that followed financial things believed in was aliens. So that is a true story. So we're going to wait about another minute. And then as soon as we get a couple more people up in here, we will go ahead and get started because there's a bunch of people that come in a little bit late. So we're going to give them some time to catch up here and join us on this particular broadcast. So everybody can see my screen all right. If you can see my screen, just please put a 1 in the chat box. Awesome, awesome. Lots of people. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So I see I'm loud and clear coming in from my iMac, which sometimes gives me a problem. So I see lots of people on here. Awesome, awesome, fantastic. Again, people from all over the world are here. So we're going to give it about another minute. In case you guys have any other questions, you can ask them before I actually get started. But we'll wait about another minute, and then we will get the party started here. Awesome. Dallas, Texas. Fantastic. I actually used to live in Dallas. Love Texas in general, but Dallas has some of the best restaurants in the world. In fact, that's why I had to move as far away from Dallas as possible because I just kept eating and eating there, Antonio. So I'm very familiar with Dallas, Texas, especially their Tex-Mex cuisine, which has got to be some of the best cuisine in the actual world. So I'm glad to have lots of Texans in the house. I love it. Everything's bigger in Texas. So you guys will certainly appreciate everything that I'm about to talk about here tonight. So awesome. I think we've kind of waited enough time. So we're about to get started. Montreal, yeah, Canada's fantastic. And that is one of the places I have not been yet, but I do plan on hitting up Montreal. So fantastic. Thank you guys for joining us. So tonight, what we're about to talk about is something that I'm super excited. And as I said before, I feel that you guys are going to be on the cutting edge of this. So let me go ahead and get my screen presenting. Awesome, awesome. We are going to have some Q&A at the end of this. So if you have any questions, hold your questions until the end. I will be sticking around and answering all those questions. Fantastic. And yeah, just hold your questions till the end. I promise to get to those. Fantastic. So I'm very glad that you guys showed up tonight. And tonight, what I'm about to talk to you about is something very, very important. In fact, I am really excited that you guys chose to give me a couple hours of your time And if all I do tonight is convince you to be excited about this particular opportunity, then I feel I've done my job. Now, there will be some of you that decide to take this opportunity and run with it and go at it on your own. And guess what? I'm super pumped for you guys. And I will be so happy if one day one of you guys come up to me and say, Liz, your webinar changed my life. And as a result of your webinar, I went out there, I grabbed crypto by the horns and I ran with it. And guess what? I made myself a lot of money. And I'm going to be fired up for you. And in fact, I'm going to be even more fired up for you if you guys get a lot of things that you want out of this. So there might be some of you that get to buy a Lambo or something, right? And it would make me no happier to see you out in the street driving that Lambo and offering me a ride on there because you listened to the advice that I am about to give to you tonight. So there will be people like that on here. There will be people like this, like Megan, who is here tonight, who decides to take this opportunity and choose to follow along with me as I guide her through all the intricacies of the problems that are in the actual crypto market. And we'll be talking about some of those problems and some of those obstacles tonight. But either way, I don't care which way you guys take it, I want you to pay very close attention and in fact, take notes, turn off all distractions and pay close attention because what you're gonna realize tonight is that this opportunity could be the greatest wealth transfer in the history of our existence. And I am not exaggerating. In fact, this underground crypto market has generated average people over 118,380% more money in the last year. And guess what? You can too in 2018. In fact, there is in my mind at this very second, no easier way on the internet to create multiple streams of income than doing crypto trading the way we do it. And tonight you're going to get to hear a little bit more about Angelo, who is one of my business partners, and how he gets over 40% monthly returns with this particular strategy. So I'm very excited to present this to you tonight, guys. And as I said before, have your pen, have your paper ready to go because we are in for a real treat. So who is this for? Well, guess what? If you're already investing in crypto but want to take your ROI to the next level, it is for you. In fact, if you're interested in crypto but haven't invested yet, it's for you. If you don't know anything at all about crypto, guess what? This is for you. And I want you really to think about this and envision this in your mind. If you knew all the telltale signs that uncover investment opportunities with massive upside potential in as little as 25 minutes a day, think of how that could actually change your life. Or if you had access to an underground crypto market that the media is too scared to uncover and that 1% of people out there are hiding for themselves, how could that possibly change your life? And finally, if you were taking advantage of inside information from the world's greatest investment minds, could you easily make more money in 2018? I think the answer to that is a very clear and resounding yes. Well, guess what? That is fantastic because tonight, that is exactly what you're going to see, nothing held back. Because right now is literally the best time to profit on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, better than any time in history. And guess what? Here's a big reason why. Fiat currency is dying. And I know in the last webinar when I said this, I told people on that webinar that at the time when I heard this, I thought they were talking about the car, a Fiat. I'm dead serious when I say this, guys. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but one thing that this did is it scared the living crap out of me. And I know that this seems incredibly hypey, but let's just look at the facts here. In the 1900s alone, every single one of these cryptocurrencies dead, zero value. The Yugoslav dinar, zero. The Hungarian bilpengo, zero. The German gold mark, zero. The Hungarian, whatever the heck that is, zero. The Kazakhstan ruble, zero. The Yugoslav dinar, again, zero. And whatever the heck this is, again, zero. And in fact, it doesn't stop there. This is a very scary time if you got a lot of money in fiat. In fact, take this back 200 years ago, right? The 1800s, and you're going to see that there are dozens and dozens of actual fiat currencies that have zero value whatsoever. And if you take this back throughout the history of the world, I think you're going to find this quite alarming and realize I can't even see all of these names and numbers, but I do know one thing. They are all zero value. In fact, there is a total of 609 fiat currencies with no value. Again, this is a very scary time. Look at the dollar, right? Since its inception in 1913, the dollar has lost over 95% of its value. And I know the Brits out there are probably saying, those dumb Yanks, right? But it doesn't stop there. The Great British Pound, no different, has lost nearly 95% of its value. In fact, the Great British Pound is not the bee's knees. And it doesn't stop there. Canadian dollar, where my Aussies at, right? Aussie, 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 oi, 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 oi. This Aussie dollar, pretty much almost dead, over 95% of its value. And Voltaire, very smart person, I think you guys would agree, correct? He said it best when he said, paper money eventually returns to its intrinsic value, which is zero. Meanwhile, cryptos are thriving. In fact, this particular website couldn't get the actual name of Ethereum right, but I'll tell you one thing that they got very, very clear, the fact that it is up over 10,000% over the past couple years. Think about if you had invested even $1,000 in this, even $100 would have literally gained you a ton of money. And it doesn't stop there. The growth of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin has grown over 1,354% in 2017 alone. And I think we would all agree that Forbes is the leading website of all things money, right? And by some estimates, the cryptocurrency industry could be worth $5 trillion by 2022. That is straight from the horse's mouth, good old Forbes magazine. There are now close to 1,500 different cryptocurrencies, and more will appear in 2018. Now, in terms of the legalities, people are always asking, is it legal? Well, guess what? The United States government openly said Bitcoin is legal and have even sold it in an auction. And the FBI has the second biggest Bitcoin wallet, owning 1.5% of all of BTC. Much of that was confiscated from Silk Road when they shut that down. And other than the Winklevoss twins and Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder of Bitcoin, FBI is the richest Bitcoin owner in the actual world. Europe has the highest number of cryptocurrency exchanges, many of which work with the government licenses. So this is a quote taken straight from International Business Time. If you are in Europe, you have more choice than any other country in the world in terms of picking where you actually trade your cryptos at. And now let me drop some science on you when it comes to crypto. The barrier to entry is incredibly low because guess what? Old institutional investors are staying on the actual sidelines. And guess what? Most people don't even know what crypto is. So you're ahead of the curve just by attending this live event and training. And you know, here's something else. Every single person that we talk to had this huge misconception. They think Bitcoin is so big, it can't grow. I hate to tell you guys, but Bitcoin is just starting to grow. The current combined worth of around 550 billion. In fact, Spectre ICO gave investors a resounding 246,676% returns in 2017. And I know a bunch of you are probably saying, well, Liz, this all sounds fantastic, but who in the hell is Spectre ICO, right? I know a lot of you are thinking that. Who is Spectre ICO? And I know you haven't heard of them, but let me ask you a question. Have you heard of MasterCard? Have you heard of Microsoft Windows? Have you heard of Overstock.com? Have you heard of Expedia.com? What about Tesla? And have you heard of a company by the name of Virgin Galactic? Well, guys, you can now pay for a flight to the moon with Bitcoin. So this is an exciting time. Lots of very well-known companies are actually taking Bitcoin and other currencies, and they will continue to thrive for the rest of time. And I know what you guys are saying. Okay, this sounds fantastic, but what's in it for me? Well, let me tell you something. Right now, if you try to build wealth, real wealth online without any of the following benefits, a young market with lots of potential, a very fantastic kind of technology and innovation, a perfectly trustworthy and trusted system, it's going to be quite hard. In fact, it's going to be infinitely harder. And guess what? It's preposterous to try and make money online without having these benefits. Now you got a choice here. You can swim upstream or you can swim downstream. It's your choice. But crypto is the downstream. And guess what? It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And guess what? I'm here to help you cash in on it. Now, I will tell you one thing. It's not all puppy dogs and rainbows. You are going to see some challenges along the way because technically anyone that's ever told you that it was easy to get rich was either trying to sell you something or they were lying to you, because I will tell you one thing and I will tell it to you from experience. It's an incredibly difficult endeavor to get rich. And that's why when most people reach the age of retirement, guess what? They cannot retire. Most people find themselves financially destitute by the age of 65 because there are obstacles that stand in the way to this path of financial freedom. Specifically, there are certain obstacles that we see people encounter. And if they use the easiest, best, and most profitable resources online, I'm here to talk to you about those tonight so you can see how much easier it is to work through these particular obstacles. Obstacles like money. So money to this particular student, Tim, it wasn't that big a deal for him. In fact, he did have enough money to pay the bills, but how do you communicate to somebody to invest a certain amount of money and set it aside to fuel this brand new online enterprise, which does have some risks? Ultimately, there's two things to understand: making money and making excuses. And you have to pick one because you can't do both very well. You either do one well or you do the other one. So Tim here, instead of using the excuse of money, and honestly, that's all it is, guys, is an excuse, because if it took money to make money, I would still be broke. So Tim here, he didn't use that excuse. I don't have any money. I can't do this. Tim instead said, all right, fine, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to figure out a way how to put this money aside and start this new venture. So ultimately, this, as you can see, has done quite a bit of change, has made quite a bit of change in Tim's life. It's not going to stop there. I guarantee you. I know he's going to come back and tell us about how much money he made. Now let's take time, which is a second obstacle. Time is just another excuse. I don't have enough time. Well, guess what? Angelo here didn't have enough time. In fact, he is running a very successful 6-figure-a-month Amazon online business. So instead of saying, I don't have enough time, Angelo said, I'm going to figure out a way with the time I have, or I will make time to make this work. But guess what? That's a decision that you're going to have to make. Now, let's talk about ability here. Giancarlo and his ability, he thought that more than anything, he didn't have the talent or skills. And while this is a fair question, one challenge with ability is that it really requires more self-esteem than anything. Do you have the capabilities, the talent, or the skill? As I said before, that's a fair question. But one thing that we do find is that people can do things one of two ways. And there is a popular sentiment out there with crypto that you can do it and you can cut corners. The way that I like to compare this to is somebody that takes out an insurance policy on themselves, and instead of insuring all 30 days, they insure 29 out of the 30 days. So if you really want to do something, you can do it. It doesn't matter what kind of ability you have. Now let's talk about confusion, right? Confusion is really causing a lot of people out there to get cloudiness in their head. A lot of people have misinformation related to crypto as an opportunity. They typically say things to me like, Liz, I'm in another country, or I can't do this, or Liz, I don't know where to buy crypto. And Liz, I don't know where it is now, and I really don't know where it's going in the future. I get it, guys. A confused mind creates cloudiness. And today we're going to take some of that actual cloudiness away. But of all the obstacles out there, the biggest one is fear. And I'm going to tell you guys something. You are going to screw things up. In fact, you will get things wrong. You're going to make the dumbest, most boneheaded decisions that later on you will reflect on and say, oh my God, how did I do something so stupid? But guess what? Crypto, unlike other business opportunities that exist out there, where you're walking on a tightrope and you make one misstep and you die, It's not like that. Crypto's great because it's not a tightrope. You could screw things up. You could screw everything along the way up and still do incredibly well, especially when you follow this process. Now, this process, it's a lot simpler than you think, but there's a lot of details within these 4 things. Those 4 things are learn, invest, trade, and expand. So you can do things the way 99% of others do it, or you can do it the way that me and my team figured out how to do it. So that is the what. Now, who is the who? So as you guys, most of you all know, my name is Liz Herrera, and I've literally been a lot of things. But some of the things that most people don't know about me is I am a dog and a cat lover. I love both of them. I have both of them. So I am a die-hard animal lover. But one thing most people don't know about me is I was actually a college reject. In fact, I do have a college degree, but the only way that I was able to earn that college degree is by playing my way onto the college campus. So I basically had to take a basketball scholarship in order to figure out how I was going to graduate college and make some grades in order to graduate, right? And so I played my way onto the team. It was one of the most difficult things I'd ever had to do, and I apparently was one of the shortest people on the team. Furthermore, I was one point fascinated with making money online, so I started to play online poker. And I'll tell you one thing, I was pretty much an average poker player up until the time that I began working with Jared Tendler, who was a sports psychologist. And in fact, after I started working with Jared, it's like all that fog cleared away in my head, and I literally became one of the best poker players online. In fact, I was so good, I was featured on his book. And if you guys actually Google my name, you can in fact see how well I actually did while playing poker. In fact, I got so good to the point where I started to learn how to generate 6 figures by the year 2008. And this was solely through the use of actual online poker. And in fact, by the year 2009, I had figured out how to generate 7 figures a year playing online poker. As you can see here, $1.989 million playing online poker. And while that sounds fantastic, in fact, some people have said, Liz, sounds like you run with a horseshoe up your ass, right? At one point in 2011, I lost everything. I was broke and ashamed. The DOJ decided to shut down every single poker site. And I wish I was joking when I told you guys this story, but in reality, I am not. I had to start all over. And luckily for me, I had learned so much from Jared Tendler that I now apply to every single thing I do in life. And I was able to bounce back and generate 7 figures online. Take a look at these screenshots. These screenshots are my largest day on Amazon.com at $41,000. And last month, I generated over $529,000 selling primarily 2 products. Think about how fantastic that is and what a great bounce back that is. In fact, what you guys are going to find out is pretty much I've tried it all. And I can tell you one thing from this experience, nothing beats Bitcoin with these 4 simple steps. Learn, invest, trade, and expand. And what you're going to see tonight is that this is both beginner and veteran friendly. You're going to see 3 key secrets and why I am so excited about this particular opportunity. Secret number 1, you're going to learn why this online gold rush is just starting and there's still so much money you can make. It's literally breathtaking. Secret number 2, you're going to learn about an underground cryptocurrency market that few know about with 100 times more opportunity. And you know what? Going back to the fact that this is so breathtaking, you're going to notice that at times tonight I get so excited. I speak so fast. I'm also going to run out of breath because I have never seen anything this exciting in my entire life. So you guys are in for a real treat. And then lastly, you're going to see secret 3, that it's easy to make a huge ROI with very little investment, very fast. So returns like this, 83% returns per month, they're normal. In fact, I want you to get addicted to seeing returns like this because it is very common. Get addicted to seeing 194% returns per month. They are super, super common. This is one particular trade I used and I took with Tron. And again, this is a very common thing. So we are at the point right now in this webinar where I have a question for you guys. Who here would like to know what you need to do to find coins that make insane returns? Give me a yes in the chat box. I like when you guys interact with me. I get fired up, and I like to see that you are learning and you are wanting to learn more. So give me a yes in the chat box if you are fired up about seeing what steps it takes to actually find these coins. So awesome. I see a bunch of yeses in the chat box. I'm going to gather that you guys are fired up about this. I'm fired up about this. So let's find out about this particular strategy. And guess what? For those of you guys that stick with me till the end, you're going to get a bunch of valuable bonuses, all 100% free. In fact, I promised you an extra one, and I'm going to deliver on that. But first of all, you're going to get my top coins pick for 2018, an over $297 value. You're going to get that tonight just for sticking around to the end. A second bonus you guys are going to get, you're going to get access to our Telegram group. This is literally $1,000 value. We usually charge $100 a month to join this group. Well, guess what? You're going to get in there absolutely free. And third, you're going to get our trading fast start guide, where we're going to take you step by step and show you exactly how to get coins into the market and how to exchange them and start trading these altcoins. You're going to get all three of these bonuses, plus my very special video that I'm going to film for you guys tomorrow morning. I'm going to show you how you can profit from the current Bitcoin downtrend and how you can capitalize it and literally make 2018 your best year ever. So you're going to get all those. Before I get started, though, let me just read out this quick disclaimer to those of you guys that are on here. The information provided in this web class and accompanying material is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with an attorney or other professional to determine what may be best for your individual needs. No one should make any investment decision without first conducting his or her own research and due diligence. Content contained on web class is not intended to and does not constitute legal advice or investment advice, and no attorney-client relationship is formed. Your use of the information learned tonight is at your own risk. So with that being said and that out of the way, let's jump into secret number one, which I am super excited to share with you guys. But let's find out why this online gold rush is just starting and there's still so much money you can make. It's breathtaking. So here is an image of the dot-com burst, right? Who's around in the who remembers the dot-com burst? Give me a yes if you remember the dot-com burst. Awesome. And if you take a look at the image over here on the left, it shows where we are in the crypto market as of December 2017. We have over 340 billion market cap. We are right here. It's just beginning. And take a look at where the dot-com market got before the bubble burst. Guys, you are so early to this party. It's literally sickening. In fact, take a look at the market capitalization of the actual market. It's in 2016. This is the stock market. $64.854 trillion is the market cap. And take a look at the market cap as it was in 1975, 1.189 trillion. That was over, I want to say, almost 40 years ago, right? I'm not the best at math, but I think that's 40 years. Now let's compare that stock market in 1975 to the crypto market today in 2018. And what we're going to see is a very large discrepancy. In fact, in 1975, 1.189 trillion, today, 500 billion. Imagine if it only does half as well as I expect it will. This will still make you incredibly wealthy. Am I right? Imagine if you missed this opportunity. I want you guys to really think about it. Imagine if you're given the opportunity and you have a friend that comes to you and your neighbor and says, listen, Liz, I've got an amazing opportunity for you. I suggest you invest this money in cryptocurrencies. And I'm a little bit confused and shy and scared. And I say like, it doesn't sound like such a great idea, but my neighbor takes this idea and he runs with it. How am I going to feel in a year's time when I see my neighbor pulling up in a fancy car or moving out to his fancy house, and then he tells me that I should have just listened to our friend, right? How bad am I going to feel if I miss out on this opportunity and my neighbor's doing all that? Well, I can tell you that it's not going to feel very good. And that person doesn't have to be your neighbor. It could be your best friend. It could be somebody that you don't even like. It could be anyone that actually takes this opportunity while you sit around and miss it. I want you to imagine that. It's not a very good feeling. That brings us to secret number two. There's an underground cryptocurrency market that few people know about with 100 times more opportunity. So while the media talks about it's Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin all over the place, right? There are a couple of underground players that nobody is talking about. Who here has heard of Ethereum or Litecoin or Arc or Stellar or Dash? Who's heard of all of these different coins? Give me a yes if you've heard of all these different coins, right? But everywhere on the media, all we hear about is Bitcoin, 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 and Bitcoin. And right here over on the left-hand side, you can see why. Because Bitcoin back in 2013 controlled over 94.29% of the actual market cap, while everything else was practically zero, right? But if you fast forward to 2018, you're going to notice that that number has significantly decreased. In fact, Bitcoin now only controls 32% of the market, and players like Ethereum have slowly snuck up and now is at 18.39. Now imagine how this is going to be drastically different in 2019. And as I said before, you guys are very early to the party. Let's get over to secret number 3. It's easy to make a huge ROI with very little investment very fast. Case in point, this can be done with our process and also can be done anywhere in the world. When you pick the right cryptos, you can hold them and ride the investment to tremendous gains. Take a look at these picks that I made and took and the gains that I actually had on these particular picks, right? The process, it all begins with learning fundamentals. Warren Buffett said, never invest in a business you do not understand. In fact, Warren Buffett, the same Warren Buffett, also said that he was not a big believer in Bitcoin. In fact, he has not even invested in Bitcoin. But while I respect Warren Buffett very much, I have to say he also passed on 2 of the biggest stocks in the history of the world. Couple little companies you guys might have heard of named Amazon and Google. Warren Buffett passed on those 2. Do you think he would want to have a time machine and be able to travel back in time in order to invest in Amazon and Google? Do you think that would have made Berkshire Hathaway a little bit more money, right? I think he would have wanted to possibly do that. So let's go ahead and start learning about these coins and where you can learn everything about them. There's a site by the name of CoinMarketCap where you can head on over to the site and learn a lot of different information on the particular coin. So as you can see right here, we can either click on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And once we click through on those actual coins, it's going to reveal a lot of information about the actual coin itself. So right here, we've clicked into Bitcoin and it clearly tells us a lot of information, the market cap, the volume, how much supply there is in total, the maximum supply, as well as a couple of websites connected to it and some message boards. And you can also see charts and the different markets that this coin is available on. All this information available at CoinMarketCap. Here is a chart with some of the historical movement that Bitcoin has achieved over the past couple years. That is the learn part of the process. Again, CoinMarketCap, a fantastic resource that you could use that is absolutely free in order to investigate any coins that you are interested in. Part 2 of the process is the invest part. Now, the importance of this part to understand is that the more demand, the easier it is to make steady profit and avoid risk in a particular coin. So the less competition, the quicker you can make insane profits. 2 very distinct things. You either want a conservative approach or you want a more aggressive approach. Beyond that, it's just simple math and psychology. And I want you to take a look at this picture, and I'm going to share more of the story behind this picture in a minute. But clearly, it's somebody saying 19.65% up today and not bad. A living wage, obviously, LOL. Seems like it was 42% the other day ago. Now, more about that here in a minute that I'm going to share with you guys. But now let's talk about the best coins and find out what the characteristics are of the actual best coins. The best coins, they require very little upfront investment if you use our particular strategy. So let me show you this particular coin, and in a while I will tell you what the name of the coin is. But this coin was 48 cents on October 23rd. I'm going to show you in a minute not only what the coin was, but I'm going to show you what the price was when this coin reached its top. This is the second coin. This coin was at 0.029 cents on November 21st. And again, in a second, I'm going to show you exactly what that coin was. So the best coins, they can also easily generate insane returns. And now going back to those coins, we got the first coin, which is EOS, went from 48 cents to $17.84, a 3,679% return in 82 days. So with this particular coin, if you had invested $1,000, you would have earned $36,790 in 82 days. As I said before, insane profits fast. Coin number two, 0.029 cents, would have turned into $1.26. That's a 4,259% ROI in 44 days. It is Cardano, and a $1,000 investment would have earned you $42,590 in 44 days. Coin number three is Stellar, and Stellar started at 1/10 of a cent. It was 0.0018. It shot all the way up to 88 cents, a 48,889% ROI in 308 days. In fact, a $1,000 investment in Stellar would have earned you $488,890 in 308 days. Insane profits fast. Another characteristic of the best coins is they have the right amount of demand for you. So take a look at all these trades that I took. All these trades were taken on the basis that they had the right amount of demand for me. So what do I mean by the right amount of demand, and how do I measure demand? Well, good for you guys at CoinMarketCap. It keeps track of something that we like to call coin popularity. In fact, I'm here to make things much simpler for you. That's the way I learn. That's the way I understand in layman's terms. So if you take a look at the current top 7 cryptos, there is a reason that these cryptos are ordered from 1 to 7 exactly like this. And that is that each crypto has something called a market cap. And CoinMarketCap is there to help you determine the popularity of each of these coins by using this market cap. And the way they do that is by listing out this information for you. So if we take Bitcoin here, it is a market cap of over $188 billion. I think it's billion. I can't even count that high, guys. This is not rocket science, but I'll tell you one thing, I can't count that high. I believe it's 188 billion. The price of Bitcoin was currently $11,205.20. This was a couple days ago. But if you take that price and you multiply it by this current amount of Bitcoins in circulation, which is 16,823, you're going to get this market cap. So what this basically means is that Bitcoin currently is kind of like the most popular coin there is in the world, because you take the current price and you actually multiply it by the circulating supply, and that is what the market cap is. So these coins are all ordered in order of most popular to least popular. So these coins are really big players in the actual market. So with investments, you pick investments based on the type of profit you want to show up in your life. Let me give you an example. Who here has a dream car? Give me a yes in the chat box. I don't ask you guys for very many yeses, but let me know, do you have a dream car? And shout it out in the actual chat. Awesome. I see a bunch of dream cars. I see some Lambos. I see some Ferraris. Well, this is a picture of my dream car. And I know a lot of people might say, like, Liz, I can't believe you don't have a dream car. Well, to be quite honest with you guys, I live in downtown Miami and I hate to drive. And in fact, I like to spend my money on things like crypto. So I choose not to have a dream car. I am addicted to crypto. And if I was to buy any car, it would be this Bentley Continental GTS. And the sticker price of this car would be $322,600. So take whatever car out there is your dream car and write down that sticker price. And here is how I would determine what my investment strategy is. So for those of you out there that are conservative and they don't really want to invest a whole lot, or they want to set it and forget it, which basically means they want to make an investment, let it sit there the entire year, and then come back to it at the end of the year, you would want to invest in a big coin like Bitcoin. In fact, if you had a time machine and you could travel back to early 2017 and you wanted to make an investment in order to buy this car, you would have had to invest $15,735. And if you had invested that in Bitcoin at the beginning of 2017, you would have earned 2,050% back on your money, totaling the $322,000. And I know what you're saying. Maybe you don't have $15,000 to invest. Well, that's okay. You can also invest less, not make the $322,000, or you could invest less in a or the same amount in a different coin or less. It doesn't really matter. Take Cardano, for instance. Let's say I decide to invest in Cardano. I know Cardano has a lot more room to grow than Bitcoin does. So with Cardano, in order to have made that actual or bought that actual Bentley, I would have had to invest 75, and I would have gotten back a return of 4,259%. That would have equaled out my Bentley in 44 days. Or you could have invested in Stellar, right? That's another choice. It's another viable choice. It's a small coin. And with Stellar, you could have invested $659 and generated 48,889% and bought that Bentley in 308 days. This is how you decide which investment opportunity you want to go after. You can go after the more conservative approach, or you can go with Cardano and Stellar and all the other smaller altcoins and go for a more aggressive portfolio. And see, here's the thing to remember. Everyone underestimates just how much crypto still has room left to grow. Would you guys agree so far that that is the case, right? Crypto can grow still an astronomical amount. In fact, right now at the current time, there are over 1,400 cryptocurrencies that are available to anyone, anywhere in the world to invest and profit from without doing things even close to perfect. Just like the students I talked about earlier, they did everything far from perfect. And guess what? It can be done relatively quickly through this process. Learn, invest, and now we are at trade. So what is trade? How do we do it? Exchanging the Bitcoin you invested in for other cryptos that are listed on the underground crypto market. This is the process of trading out Bitcoin or other larger coins in exchange for altcoins. So why would you want to trade? Well, guess what? You saw that you could make 20x returns with Bitcoins, but what if you wanted to move faster and generate greater returns? Guess what? You can trade for cryptos with more potential growth. Two main exchanges that I recommend you guys are on. Number one, Coinbase. You can sign up for Coinbase. In fact, one of the guides that I'm going to give you just for attending this webinar is my step-by-step over-the-shoulder guide for how to get money onto Coinbase and then send it over to Binance and how to make your first trade by doing this. I've given you that as a gift. You will be receiving the link to that later today. However, I do recommend both of these, which are currently open to everybody out there. So you will also get the link from me on how to sign up for both of these. But let's just say we start on Coinbase, right? And this is the dashboard of Coinbase. You can easily see that you could buy 4 different coins here: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And as you can see, here are the 4 symbols for each of those. Now, when you go to buy and sell, you can use a couple different payment methods. You can either use your checking account, which will charge you 1.49%, or you can use your debit card or credit card. And I believe with that, it is 3.99%. Either way, you can have this money over to you pretty much instantly. And once you have it sent to your actual address, what you can do is you could send it to another address. So you could send this out to your Binance address. All you'd have to do is go to account and then click this send button from your Bitcoin wallet, enter the address that you grab from Binance and or the altcoin exchange that you actually use, and you're ready to rock and roll. So with Binance, when you log in, this is the screen you're going to see. And in order to actually generate that address, you would go to funds and then deposits. And then in deposits, you'll see all the coins, and that's where you'll be able to get your address. But let's just say you already sent it over. And as I said before, don't worry, you're going to get my step-by-step guide. In fact, it's a video, and you'll get to see that and watch as I do this from Coinbase to Binance. So what we would do next right here on Binance is we'd go to exchange and then basic. And what that's going to do is that's going to take us here to the actual trading screen. And I know it seems complicated. It seems confusing. There's a whole bunch of crap going on, but it's actually very simple. In the upper right-hand corner, you have a couple different choices. I highly suggest you send Ethereum over. And what will happen when you receive Ethereum here on Binance, you will have to find the Ethereum pair. So right now, EOS, I'm picking EOS here, so I would enter EOS in here, EOS, which is the actual abbreviation for the coin, and it's going to show me the pair of EOS and Bitcoin. However, if you notice in the upper right-hand corner, I am on the Bitcoin pairs. Right next to it is the Ethereum pair. So if I want to notice EOS-Ethereum, I would click on Ethereum, and it'll pop up all the actual Ethereum prices. So in this particular example, I've clicked on EOS. It also shows me that EOS is at a current price of $13.30. So if I scroll to the bottom, I'm going to notice 2 things. I'm going to see that I have an area here where there's all these people looking to buy coins, and in the top hand left corner there is all these people looking to sell their coins. And in this little box, I too can buy and sell cryptos. So right here, you have a choice of either doing a limit order or market order. And while those are beyond the scope of what I'm going to explain to you, just understand that a market order gets you filled or gets you coins instantly. But a limit order, you can put whatever price you want to hit and the amount. So you'll type in the amount for both of these orders. And then in this case, I would click buy ICX, which I'm looking at right here. When I click that, when I click the buy ICX and put the amount that I want to buy through here, so I'll put the amount and then click. You can also use a percentage of the Ethereum you have in your account. So you can click 25, 50, 75, or 100. And it'll also show you your Bitcoin balance. When I click buy, it's going to look like this. There's going to be a little yellow arrow where my order is sitting at waiting. And it's going to be in line with all the other orders and looking to get what's called a fill. And basically what that means is it sends you the coins and you will have them in your Binance wallet. So in the event that you want to cancel this order, you will just scroll up, and on the bottom, there is a cancel button that you will click. And guess what? It gets rid of your order right then and there. So what you want to look for, let's just do a quick recap. I know we covered a lot. You're going to want to look for coins that have very little upfront investment. You're going to look for an investment that fits your budget and your risk tolerance. Remember what I said about the Bentley. If you want to buy something, think about how you want to invest it and how you're going to get it. And also remember that just because one Bitcoin costs $11,000, it doesn't mean that you have to buy one Bitcoin. You can purchase a portion of that crypto instead of a full coin. So it is easy and insane return potential. You can get easy and insane return potentials. Once you know exactly what indicators, patterns, and signals that the smartest traders and crypto experts use, which we will show you, you can easily know when a crypto is on sale and is a perfect investment. I'll talk more about that later. And you can also easily know the perfect time to sell at an insane profit. Also, you want to look for coins with the right amount of demand. Remember that a high market cap means that the coin is more trusted. That's a coin like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those Bitcoins. At the same time, those coins aren't going to have as insane return potential as the other smaller coins. There's more profit in the best cryptos with low market caps. Those are the more aggressive ones. Those are the ones that are going to have the higher returns. Figure out your risk tolerance and the demand that's right for you. So again, we have this process: learn, invest, trade, and expand. We are now at the expand phase. What is the expand phase? Well, guess what? There are thousands of coins and more are being added on a daily basis. In fact, there's a whole entire other sector of coins that we haven't even talked about yet. They are higher risk, but they are also higher reward coins called ICOs, very similar to IPOs out in the stock market, with one major exception. You don't have to be an accredited investor, which means you don't have to make $250,000 a year, 2 years in a row. Anyone can invest in these as long as they allow you to. So where you would find those in order to expand is several different actual websites. This is ICO Calendar, which shows you all the ICOs that are coming out every single year, every single day. I'm sorry, not even a year. And here's another website that just shows you all those ICOs coming out. Now, in total, if you wanted to expand and look at other smaller coins, you can also look in CoinMarketCap and pull up their full list of coins. There is over 1,491 coins currently listed on CoinMarketCap. So my question to you guys at this point is, isn't it time you cash in on what can only be described as the single greatest opportunity in the digital age to create your own fortune? Answer that question. Answer it to yourself. I definitely think so. While many struggle, and that includes just about every fiat currency that we've talked about today. In fact, you saw all those dozens and dozens of currencies that have failed in the past 200 years. Cryptocurrency just keeps getting bigger and bigger each year. And at this point, it's literally a point where I have to just sit back, relax, and take a time out, because I want you guys to understand how critically important this is and what we're talking about here tonight. And I want you to listen to me, and listen to me very carefully. We've had people brand new that had no idea what they were actually stepping into. And their best benefit was the fact that they were naive and they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They just decided to take massive, massive action. And guess what? As a result, they made lots of money. The only competition you guys really have is yourself. Let's be clear here. It's not a race. So whether it takes you guys 3 days or 3 years to become a millionaire, guess what? At the end of the day, you're still a millionaire. So take a time out and just take a breath. Take a breath of fresh air and relax. Rome wasn't built in a day. In fact, I'm going to take a drink. That was nice. I'm going to relax. And in the short time that we've actually spent here together, I've literally condensed, cram-packed, and squeezed together as tightly as possible a whole process for innovative wealth creation. And the reality is that even if you only use just a tiny fraction of all that we covered today, don't you feel like you've taken a gigantic leap forward with your wealth creation strategy? Don't you feel like you're so much more informed than the general population? In fact, one of the most alarming quotes that I've seen recently is that only 0.05% of people out there have actually taken a stab at investing in the crypto market. That is a tiny, tiny amount of the world that's out there. And that's the very reason why we are still so far behind the stock market. At the same time, we're still at a point in time where it is so pivotal to invest now because of the opportunity. And I don't know what you knew about cryptocurrencies coming into the call today, but it'd be a safe bet that some or all of what we covered today was new and valuable to you. And I think you'd agree with that, right? Stuff such as, and here's a recap of what we covered, crypto is still young. While this online gold rush is just starting, there's still so much money you can make. It's breathtaking. Less than 1% of the population has adopted crypto. The crypto industry is expected to at least 10x to 5 trillion by 2022. And there's an underground cryptocurrency market that few know about with 100 times more opportunity. While the rest of the media raves about Bitcoin and complains about Bitcoin, you know the real opportunity for wealth is in altcoins. It's easy to make a huge ROI with very little investment very fast. You saw that with Cardano. You saw that with Steem. And the exact process I used to generate long-term wealth, you saw all that. Warren Buffett said it best, never invest in something you do not understand. But as I said before, if Warren Buffett had a time machine, I'm pretty sure he would go back and invest in Amazon and Google. I want you to imagine, I know that some of you might be wishing you had a time machine. You could have gone back to 2017. Well, let me tell you, there has never been a better time than right now. Because for those of you that are not involved in the markets currently, Bitcoin has recently dropped a little bit. And guess what happens as a result of that? It has provided possibly the best opportunity for you to enter right here, right now. And most importantly, the right information puts you ahead of 99% of all other people on the planet. The best tools for empowering yourself with the right knowledge for this new industry. We showed you today our investing strategy, how to measure demand and trust with market cap. Everyone underestimates just how much bigger crypto will get. You saw that 500 billion could be like the stock market of 1975, which was 1.189 trillion. And you also learned how to balance your investments with time to achieve your financial goals. How to buy your first Bitcoin by using our 2018 trading strategy, and where to find the underground altcoin exchanges that are underneath Bitcoin, and how to safely and effectively trading on the alt exchanges for insane returns and profit. You also learned about ICOs and their great potential, the greatest potential, in fact, in all of cryptocurrencies. The research, however, can take a very long time, but when the smartest minds gather to create all life-changing investments, you get the best information out of that. And we talked about much, much more. And now the questions that I have for you is, first of all, has our time on the webinar thus far been well spent? Would you say it has been? How about, do you now feel more confident with cryptocurrencies? Right? I think that is a yes for sure. And then finally, can you see how even just 1 or 2 things I showed you today can help you build wealth regardless of your age, sex, location, technical skills, or current income? Is that a yes? And I told you guys, while many struggle, that includes people from all over the world. It's not just the USD people. It's not just the Canadians. It's not the Aussies. It's not the Brits. Everybody is struggling. Others have already gone to zero. Cryptocurrency, though, just keeps getting bigger and bigger, despite what you're hearing on the news, despite what you're hearing from gurus. That is not the case. It is merely beginning to grow. So with crypto, anyone anywhere in the world can secure their financial freedom and build long-term wealth to live the life they deserve. With crypto, there are over 1,400 different coins and companies to choose from, all with potential to explode overnight. With crypto, this wealth creation strategy and process, you can build this wealth in record time. I think we showed you that tonight. And best of all, you've seen firsthand just a small portion of the people we've worked with who've achieved amazing success just starting with cryptocurrencies. People like Angelo, who in a single day, look at this return. I'm even stunned. I look at it and I say, like, my God, with RLC over 379.4% return for Angelo. And let's not forget the superstars who, with a combination of luck, timing, and skill, have already broken through to the next level. People like Charlie Shrem, a 20-something Bitcoin millionaire who actually went to prison for the exchange he ran and had to start all over. But you know what? Today, Charlie, I had the opportunity to meet him over at the Bitcoin conference in Miami. He's worth over $40 million. So today, guys, it is your turn, because guess what? You are just as smart as these investors, and you are as capable of these investors as well. And gosh darn it, I think you deserve it. Don't you think so too? However, there are some concerns. So let's talk about these concerns in the brief time we have left here. Concern number one, should we share this with anyone at any price or keep it all to ourselves? Well, naturally, the approach, tools, trade secrets, resources, and community we've developed to allow these crypto investors to thrive is not available to everyone. Nor do I do it for fun or charity. I don't do this for fun and games. I take it very seriously. And as you can imagine, when you have something this powerful, it doesn't come without a significant investment. I make no qualms about that, because we can agree it's not what it costs you, it's what it can give you in exchange for your investment. And the reality really is, if I had a crystal ball that showed you your future 6 months from now, and you were $50,000 richer than you are today, you'd invest $10,000 with me right now to get there. Am I right when I say that? And I'm seeing a lot of yeses. And frankly, guys, it ain't about the money, because I can literally guarantee you profits when you say yes to what I have available for a limited time to you today. What is it then? So what's stopping you from this? Well, guess what? It can all be boiled down to a single word: belief. And I know all you guys are thinking this. This is it. It all comes down to belief. You don't believe me, right? It sounds too good to be true. In fact, if this thing is so great, Liz, why would you ever let the cat out of the bag, right? In fact, you think the testimonials are fake, they're doctored, they're misrepresented, spun, or otherwise manipulated. And to answer that, what I wanted to say is, to be quite honest with you guys, I live by the principle of the more I can help you, the more I will be taking care of myself. In fact, if I do good things in the world, good things will happen to me. So is it belief, or is it something more? Maybe it's that you don't believe in yourself. All these people, they did it, but that's not you. Can you do it? Guess what? I believe you can, and I'll put my own money on the line to prove it. To help you experience truly for the first time freedom. Right? Everything is about freedom. Think of the freedom this could give you, the freedom to spend time with your family, the freedom to spend time with your friends, the freedom to travel, the freedom to tell your boss to take his job and shove it. That's exactly what I think this is about. Do you see how cryptocurrency has the real potential to give you the financial freedom you want and deserve? In fact, isn't it time you cash in on what can only be described as the single greatest opportunity in the digital age to create your own fortune? Are you excited to make a go out of this and to see what wonderful things can open up for you in your life? Well, guess what? That's why we've created Crypto Profits U. I want you guys to be one of the first 50 people to join us in Crypto Profits U, where you can learn to invest side by side with us. where I can take you by the hand and walk you through the exact process I have created so you can make more in the next 12 months than you have in the last 12 years. In fact, you will get personal access to the members area and all exclusive groups and chat rooms where over the course of these 6 weeks, you're going to discover a couple different things. What specifically you should be investing in and the portfolio allocation for mining to ICOs to altcoins to arbitrage. I'll provide detailed technical analysis that no one else shows and will shave months off of your learning curve so we can build the wealth you deserve. We've made it turnkey. You'll have access to different tips and tricks and tactics and strategies I've isolated from the world's leading experts at your fingertips. This will occur in one of the most wonderful, creative, and supportive online environments you can find yourself in, surrounded by like-minded people. First, though, let's get the investment out of the way. I know you guys are wondering, how much is this going to cost? It's a single installment of $9.97, and I get it. I get it. You might have to move mountains to come up with this, and I know it's a significant decision you're going to have to make. It's not to be taken lightly. It might actually hurt when you reach out and enter your credit card in the into the form, but you want to know what hurts even more? It's going to hurt even more when at the end of 2018, you moved on from this, and in the end of 2018, you go back and you meet up with your friend that pulled the trigger, and you ask your friend how he's doing, and he made enough money to have the freedom he wants. Don't let your friend turn out to be a neighbor that I talked about earlier. I'm telling you guys, it's going to hurt when you take that credit card out, but understand that at the end of the 2018, it's going to be the best decision you ever made, and I'll tell you exactly why here in a minute. So my advice is join us, do it because I can legally guarantee your profit. So I'll talk more about that here in a second, but let's talk about these 6 weeks of handheld, every detail covered training that no one else reveals, and how I'm going to show you step-by-step how to start with minimal investment and make the highest possible returns like clockwork. This is, again, for complete beginners and experienced investors, and what we're going to cover in these 6 weeks is week 1, you're going to get an introduction to cryptocurrencies. Week 2, you're going to learn how to get started. Week 3, you're going to learn how to understand trading and the market. And in week 4, you're going to learn about mining for passive income. Week 5, you're going to learn about ICOs for drastic wealth. And in week 6, you're going to learn leverage and scale to become a whale. My personal favorite actual module, not just because of the name, but it's pretty cool. So in week 1, with the intro to crypto, you're going to learn how to build a strong foundational understanding that will skyrocket future success and make every step of the process work fast and smoothly. We will also give you the Cliff Notes version of Bitcoin, the blockchain, mining, ICOs, and so much more. It really is the very simplified version, and you're going to learn how you can avoid the common pitfalls that new investors make so you can skip the heartache and build a bulletproof investor mindset. In week 2, you're going to learn how to set up for success by getting you started fast and making sure your setup is bulletproof. If you've never invested in cryptocurrency or signed up for an exchange before, no worries. We hold you by the hand and take you through the process of determining what exchange and coin is the best fit for you and show you step by step how the whole process works. You're going to learn how to master crypto security so you never lose your investment. The best tools every crypto investor should have. We're going to show you exactly what they are, all laid out for you to learn from. So week 3 is going to give you the ins and outs of the entire trading systems that I use to make millions online. You're going to learn how to transfer your crypto across platforms in the most efficient way. This literally took me weeks and thousands of dollars to discover. It was actually one of the scariest things I'd ever had to do. I wish I had somebody guide me doing this step by step over the shoulder. You're also going to learn technical analysis that gives you an unfair advantage and how to repeat what the experts try to hide for themselves. In week 4, you're going to learn all about mining. And now that you have a great trading system, you need to start expanding your portfolio, exploring larger ventures, doing your research to avoid high-risk companies that could burn you. This has happened very many times, and I will show you exactly how to avoid this. If you don't know the difference between cloud mining, mining machines, and what coins can be mined, no problem. We show you it all step by step. During week 5, you're going to learn about ICOs for drastic wealth. Week 5 is committed to pulling back the curtain on ICOs. We'll show you that ICOs are the largest opportunity of 2018, but also the riskiest ventures. So guess what? You don't have to do your own research, right? You get it done the right way. Learning about ICOs is one thing, but actually investing is different. We show you the secrets that gurus don't want you to know about ICOs and how to finally get started. We reveal it all, nothing held back. During week 6, we dedicate all of week 6 to show you how to get to the big leagues fast. Never leverage your portfolio for a loan so you can scale faster? No problem. We show you step by step how to take advantage of this limited opportunity. We'll also show you how to diversify your portfolio with dividend paying crypto and how to take advantage of the scalping hack while it's still around. This common yet constantly profitable secret could pay for crypto profits you alone. So again, more done in 6 weeks than in 10 years of college. During week 1, you get the introduction to cryptocurrencies. Week 2, getting started. Week 3, understanding trading and the market. Week 4, you learn about mining for passive income. Week 5, you learn about ICOs for drastic wealth. And in week 6, you learn about leverage and scale to become a whale. Again, if you want to sign up now, we're going to hook you up in all the following wonderful ways. So what does that mean? We've got some bonuses that we didn't mention, and I'm going to go over those bonuses right now. Again, if you haven't seen these bonuses are better than the course. Bonus number 1, you get my never before seen mindset book. You're going to get a complete look at what goes on inside the mindset of a 7-figure earner so you can build your success mindset. This is a very blueprint that I took and how I earned and went from being a 6-figure a year poker player to a 6-figure a day poker player. You're going to get a complete book that nobody has ever seen. You're also going to learn how you can use very simple tactics to turbocharge your mindset and fix everything holding you back from success. These are the very things that hold most people back. And you're going to learn tactical strategies that you can implement immediately. Bonus number 2, you're going to get a free ticket to Crypto Profits U Live. This free ticket is going to be for our live event in Florida coming in 2018. You will get to rub elbows with other Kryptonites and learn what's hot in crypto and the blockchain, usually $1,000 per seat. So in addition to the free ticket to Crypto Profits U Live, you're also going to get that never before seen mindset book. Bonus number 3, you're going to get lifetime access to the Facebook Mastermind group, 100% lifetime exclusive access for Crypto Profits U members, an intimate community of like-minded members just like you, and we're just getting started on this, so it's only going to grow and become better and better. You'll get your questions answered by me and or other coaches pretty quickly. So on top of the lifetime access to the Facebook Mastermind group, you're also going to get the free ticket to the Crypto Profits U Live and the Never Before Seen Mindset book. Bonus number 4, you're going to get the 3 bonus startup success webinars. You're going to get to see how to hit the ground running and fast start your success with cryptocurrencies. So you'll get your questions answered live by me and other experts. Secure lifetime access to these recorded webinars in the vault. So on top of the 3 bonus startup success webinars, you're also going to get the lifetime access to the Facebook Mastermind group and the free ticket to Crypto Profits U Live, as well as the Never Before Seen Mindset book. Bonus number 5, you're going to get 1 month free to the VIP trading room. This is one of the most valuable things I could possibly offer you tonight. You're going to get direct access to me and ask me anything. And you're going to get an over-the-shoulder look at the exact trades I and the others in my masterminds are making to build long-term wealth. So you get that 1 free month of the VIP trading room. On top of it, you're going to get 3-month bonus startup success webinars. And then you're going to get the lifetime access to the Facebook Mastermind group, the free ticket to Crypto Profits U Live, and the Never Before Seen Mindset book. Bonus number 6, you're going to get 1 month free to the Matrix newsletter. Imagine all the time you'd save if you had your own personal altcoin and ICO research assistant. Well, you're going to have that now because you're going to be able to get a monthly report hot off the desk of a crypto scientist who's been in the game since 2013. I follow this advice to the T. I'm not joking here. This guy lives, dies, and breathes crypto, and he's been working on this since 2013. No need to invent your own formula. Use this, which has been developed after years and years of testing. So on top of that 1 month free to the Matrix newsletter, you're going to get the 1 month free to the VIP trading room, the 3 bonus startup success webinars, the lifetime access to the Facebook Mastermind group, the free ticket to Crypto Profits U Live, and the Never Before Seen Mindset book. Bonus number 7, you're going to get the backstage pass to the hacks of an 8-figure gambler. You'll be able to use the same strategies that helped me become a 7-figure per year world-class poker player. And they're going to be handed to you on a silver platter after millions and millions of dollars of experimentation. all tailored in an easy to understand format. These hacks can be applied to anything and put you in the elite 0.05% of people. Again, on top of the backstage pass to the hacks of an 8-figure gambler, you're also going to get the 1 month free to the Matrix newsletter, the 1 month free to the VIP trading room, the 3 bonus startup success webinars, the lifetime access to the Facebook mastermind group, the free ticket to the Crypto Profits U Live, and the never before seen mindset book. Bonus number 8, they never stop. Blueprint for how to collateralize your crypto, this unknown strategy for multiplying your wealth and gaining leverage over everyone else. I'll take you by the hand and show you step by step how to exchange your altcoins for Ethereum loans so that you can cut the learning curve and start scaling your portfolio fast. Again, you're going to get the blueprint for how to collateralize your crypto, backstage pass to the hacks of an 8-figure gambler, the 1 month free to the Matrix newsletter, the 1 month free to the VIP trading room, the 3 bonus startup success webinars, the lifetime access to the Facebook mastermind group, the free ticket to Crypto Profits U Live, and the never before seen mindset book. If you want to sign up, go to cryptoprofitsu.com. You guys already know the amount of the investment. You already know most of that stuff, but I left out a few other things. Whoever's in tonight gets an extra bonus. You're going to get not just 1 month of the actual Matrix newsletter, but you're going to get 3 months free of the Matrix newsletter if within 30 days of having issue number 1, you leave a testimonial if you are happy. So if you are happy, you leave that testimonial, you're going to get 3 months. I'm not joking around. Tonight is the last night before we raise this price. Tonight is the last night of this super, super sexy offer. As I said before, trading rooms are typically, they range from $100 to several $100s a month. So this value is huge if you are in tonight. Now, I hope you see how serious we are about this and what it can do for you. So I hope that you're deciding to go all the way with us together tonight. I'm so confident in your success based on our track record and our downright unfair resources only available when you invest during this live event today. I'm super confident in your success that I can legally guarantee your profits when you sign up. How, you might wonder? Well, it's called a very special reward guarantee. And I know you're wondering how it works. Let's pretend like those of you out there, if you have children, or those like me that still act like children, obviously, right? Well, one thing that I found with myself, and you guys have probably found with your children, is that positive reinforcement works better than negative reinforcement. Would you agree with that? And so as a result, I want to reward you for using these amazing resources, and I want to reward you for consuming the information. It's similar to a product, right? If you don't remove a shrink wrap on the product, you can't make money. Right? Consider this course a product. If you don't take that shrink wrap off, you can't make money with this course. So we are 100% confident that if you use just what's available, you will be successful. It's one thing to say that, though. It's another thing for us to put our money where our mouth is. So let's just do that, right? It's simple. If in the first year of your access to Crypto Profits you don't double your investment, I will personally pay for an additional 365 days of Crypto Profits U for you so you stay in the know and finally realize financial freedom and wealth. I want to positively reinforce success for you guys, but there are a couple of conditions that you guys have to meet. The details, the full details can be found at the link below, but let's talk about them and let's share them together. It's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to put our money where our mouth is. But again, you will have to follow these conditions. Condition number 1, watch each video in the first 6 modules and take action. Yes, I am asking you guys to consume the thing you're investing in. I don't think that's asking very much, do you? It's asking very little, isn't it? Number 2, participate in our private Facebook and Telegram groups so we can help you succeed. Now, we have a small Facebook group, but we really want to grow it. And the only way to become successful is if people participate. Real people that are posting there and are trying to achieve success. Use that group and be active in the group. That's all I ask for condition number 2. Condition number 3, I'd like you to document what you learned and your implementation steps. You can't manage what you can't measure. It's a fact. Fuzzy targets don't get hit. Document what you learn on your way to success. If you do that, and if you do that, that's all we ask for. The full details of the guarantee are below. You get the full Crypto Profits U course. You get all of our incredible bonuses. You're backed by the reward guarantee, and you get access to our incredible private exclusive Profits U community. If you do all this stuff and you don't have success, you're going to get that second year for free. That's the reward guarantee. That's exciting. So at this point, guys, don't tell me you ain't got no money. If you don't have money, you have time. Because whatever it is you're doing right now with your time to make money, let's be honest with each other, it ain't working. So do this instead, and I promise you, you will make money because you will put the time in. And I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, Liz, what if I do have money, I just don't have time? Should I do this? Of course you should do this. You can use the conservative set and forget approach. It works for every single person out there. When you sign up, you get access to 3 special places. So let me show you those places right now so you can see that we are real and we mean business. First is the actual login area. So as you can see here, the information is being put in there. And here's my mug, ugly mug right there. Number 2, you get access to our Facebook group where, as you can see, I am posting about the coins that I'm buying. I'm talking in there. I'm exchanging information with the current members that we have. And number 3, you get access to our actual Telegram group. So you get access to all 3 of these areas right now. Again, you get all these amazing 8 bonuses. I don't think you guys want me to run through those. They're almost a tongue twister. You get the reward guarantee, which I talked about earlier. All this if you sign up now at CryptoProfitsU.com. So it's going to take money, obviously, right? You're going to have to invest some money. As I said before, sometimes it's going to hurt when you put that credit card into the form, but understand there is more pain in not doing this, and there is more pain in looking back and regretting that you didn't do this when you find out that 2018 was one of the biggest years in cryptocurrency ever. There's going to be a lot of pain when you see people around you that decided to do it and they are having a tremendous amount of success. There's no greater pain than that. And I'm super fired up about that. I think you guys can tell, but I don't want you to experience that pain because let me tell you, it's not going to be fun. So let's talk about that. We know that it's going to take some money, but what else is it going to take to do it right on the actual blockchain? Let's quit playing around and let's get real with what our future is going to look like financially. Those who deserve wealth find a way to make it happen, even if there are challenges in the way. That's the key ingredient you need. We take care of the rest. It's not how much time you have, it's what you do with the time you have, no matter how little it may seem. Again, let's make the decision that you want to have that particular success. And I know what you're thinking here. Again, Liz, there's an investment required. What else do I have to invest in addition to the time, in addition to money? Well, that's pretty much it, guys. It's time and money. Take a look at Angelo here. He invested his time, right? And now look at what he's saying. I can't believe I'm making these insane returns while still running my Amazon business. He didn't have a lot of time, but let me tell you one thing about Angelo. Angelo had a lot of guts. He said, screw you time. I don't give a crap how much time I have, but I'm going to make time to actually do this. Now, let me tell you something that I am very scared of. I literally have a great fear that I think is important for you to know about, because it could mean everything to you for making a bad decision or for making the best decision of your actual life. Take Tim, for instance, right? Tim thought he deserved to be wealthy, right? And Tim said, forget you, money. I'm going to make this $5,000 investment and I'm going to make it work out somehow, right? He didn't care that he didn't really know anything. He just went ahead and he did it. And he did it. He joined and now he's reaping the benefits. Again, this is the actual course. This is actually the bonuses. These are the 8 bonuses that you get, plus the reward guarantee and the course on top of that. Sign up now at CryptoProfitsU.com. Here is my biggest fear now. I'm happy for the Angelos. However, how many did I miss, right? How many other Angelos could I have gotten and convinced to actually jump in here? That is my biggest worry. This time is the last time you get in at this price. As I told you guys before, it's now or never. My worry, again, is going back to Angelo. He almost quit and gave up on crypto. Then he decided to give it one more shot to make sure he was making the right decision. In fact, in 2013, Angelo had over 100 Bitcoins. And he got so frustrated with Bitcoin the first time it went down that he sold all those Bitcoins and he quit. And if I can tell you this much, if I had a time machine, or if Angelo had a time machine and he could go back in time and make that decision again, I'll bet you millions of dollars he wouldn't do it again. In fact, he lost $2 million because today those same Bitcoins would be worth $2 million. But guess what? He battled. He came back. He said, I feel like I deserve to be wealthy. And I'm going to tell you something. I feel that every single one of you out there has the potential to be wealthy. This is my own belief. As I know it on this earth, it is my belief that God created us with unlimited ability, just like Angelo, and potential inside of us. And that his gift to us and our gift to God is to figure out how to unlock as much of that potential as humanly possible, just like Angelo did. Do you deserve to be wealthy? Of course you do, right? I am here for you. My entire team is here for you. I sell you, I get you guys in, and of course I try to keep you in, but my team assists me in keeping you guys in and helping to uncloud some of the fogginess. The big question is, do you actually have the willpower to face the challenges along the way? If you do, then I have everything you need, because I literally have the how, I have the what, I have the resources, I have the tools, I have the community, I have the track record, I have the reputation, and will do everything else with my willpower to back you. But I'm asking you to do something in return. Number one, I'm asking you to figure out how to put the funds in place. And number two, I'm asking you to figure out how to get out of your own damn way and move forward. Now, some of you might still be saying, you know, I still don't know. Well, here's the thing, guys. A lot of people don't have time, as I said before. The thing with time is, if you keep doing what you're doing right now, do you think that magically one day you'll have more time and you can do this instead of doing what you're doing? The answer to that is no. It's not going to happen. Quit lying to yourself. It's a lie. And guess what? If I'm pushing you right now, it's because I care about you, because I know there's nothing else I can push that has 1/10 the power that this has. Literally, guys, this is my life's work and the totality of everything I've worked for in my professional career, and I'm summing it up for you. But you have to go to the website I gave you, cryptoprofitsu.com. So let's get back to the story behind this. And again, this is a little bit of an emotional story, but even if it's friends and family, we're still going to advise them the very same thing. So this particular friend here is a very good friend of mine. Her name is Francesca, and she literally took the idea and made it a reality. She's friends, she's family. I still gave her the same advice that I'm giving you here tonight. She was the one that did the work. She was the one that took control. She's no longer a puppet on a string. In fact, we still strongly believe in what we're doing, that we teach friends and family the same thing. We tell them, do this. And she did this and made it happen. Guess how old she is. I want to see some guesses. I want you guys to guess how old she is. So literally, age, gender, income is out the door when you find out that she is 83 years old. Again, all able to make this happen because of the support that we have here for you anytime you need it. Our support is online and ready to help you at any time. We are on Telegram. We are on Facebook. We are on Intercom. We are a click away. You can send us an email. After you get in, we are literally a click away. We have everything set up to help you success. So if you only do half as well as I expect and double your wealth on complete autopilot, growing while you sleep, would this be worth it to you? And I think we know the answer to that. We have so many additional assets, perks, and beneficial resources for you. We haven't even scratched the surface. Again, here are just the bonuses, including the reward guarantee, available at cryptoprofitsu.com, where you can sign up. This doesn't even include the course, guys. This is just the bonuses. So how incredible is this? The bonuses, the reward guarantee, the support, cryptoprofitsu.com. The only way you'd lose on this is by not jumping in on this investment. Imagine if this opportunity passes you by and you regret it. The real risk here is not buying, right? You get all this stuff, 8 bonuses, a reward guarantee. If you don't double your money, if you don't make money, I will actually buy you another year. So you have 2 entire years. When this is like a monkey throwing darts at a Wall Street Journal, right? That's what it is. So now let's cover some commonly asked questions that we typically get before I actually jump into the other questions. Is this for a beginner? No technical skills? Absolutely. Anyone can do this. You don't have to know anything. We take you over the shoulder, step by step. I show you exactly how to do every single thing. How much time per week do I need? It doesn't really make a difference. You can take a conservative set and forget approach, or you can take the aggressive approach that wants to investigate their own tokens. Either way works. Can I do it at my own pace? Absolutely, you can. However, right now is the time to buy, and right now is the time to start investing and learning everything you can, because more and more people are going to start to get into this, and that's when more people, there's more competition. How long is my access? You get 1 year. You get actually lifetime access to the actual information in the where you log in to look at the modules. Do I get updates? Yes, you do. You get updates. We have several updates that come, and you also get access to the Telegram group where there are constant updates. Couple more questions. How much investment do I need to get started? That's entirely up to you and what it takes to make you comfortable. If you can only invest $1,000, that's fine. If you only have $500, that's fine too. I don't know what to invest in. No worries. We will cover that. I will actually show you what I'm investing in so that you know what I'm doing at every single time. Can I really do this from anywhere in the world? Absolutely. There's exchanges everywhere except for China and Korea, I believe, but everywhere else, it's fine to do so from there. So again, here are the 8 bonuses only, the reward guarantee, cryptoprofitsu.com. This doesn't even include the modules, as I said before. This is the link. Sign up now. Let's see if we have any questions. Let's go to questions. So let me figure this out. I see a couple questions. Awesome. Taking notes. Awesome, Megan. Fantastic. Obi lost plenty with the tank over the last 6 weeks. Yep. It's going to return. Yorkies in the house. Yeah. Where my Yorkies at? Hell yeah. I like the fact that Yorkies are even listening to my webinar. We've had a pig before. Now we got some Yorkies. That's fantastic. Plenty of Yorkies are watching over at my house. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate Carolyn. Sold ARK. Yeah, I'm not an ARK Obi, but I will tell you a couple that I've gotten really burned at. But I mean, they're going to be, right now is like so amazing to buy. It's unbelievable. I'm just drooling over so many right now that I know are like such deals. Like one of the things that I didn't cover is you can even scalp at this. And when you really know the value of a coin, it's very easy. Like I've made several $1,000s in a 1 day period, like scalping. Like I scalped Icon the last time. Right now, Icon is at a steal at $5.61, but I scalped Icon from $7 to $9.50, and so it was pretty amazing. Badass, Eric. I'm so excited. The days are not over yet, Obi. Like I think the days of 148,000 returns are over, but I've seen 10Xs. I've gotten triples. I've gotten I still got a couple that are over 100%. So it kind of really depends on your strategy too. Like that's a whole other thing that could be talked about. Like there's so many different strategies. Awesome. Self-driving Tesla, says Megan. Ferrari, obviously. Yeah, Mini, I didn't see this Ferraris coming. Carolyn, the second one is Binance. So get into Binance immediately. Yeah, Obi, I get it. I'm kind of sad about that too. How much seed money? It's our whole basis is really not around Bitcoin. It's more or less the altcoins. Bitcoin kind of allows you to actually diversify your portfolio. So, like for example, today everything is like tanking. Of course, Ethereum earlier was actually up. Like I'm still up quite a bit on Ethereum overall, but everything's tanking. But it's primarily because of this coin called Tether that kind of brought everything back. Yes, I will be recommending potential positions. Yeah, I will be showing my actual trades shots. That's pretty that's not actually too bad, Obi. Badass, Carolyn. Awesome. Let people know how happy I am with the course modules. Fantastic, Megan. I'm super excited to hear that. Bitcoin is crashing. Yeah, it is. It's what is it at? Let me tell you guys what it's at right now. That's why it's kind of like a pretty good opportunity. There's pretty sound support. It was at 8,800. I don't actually know what Bitcoin's doing right now. 8,800. So it's right around there. So let's see what else we got. Steam. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. CND is so awesome. CND is one of my favorite coins. I think I talk about it. I'm not sure if you have CND, Obi, but CND is badass. There is a recording, Benny, so I will be sending those out. CND, I will explain CND to you guys just as like kind of like a bonus. So I like all you guys. I think you got that. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me put the link in the chat box. Okay, so let's look at CND. I want to show you guys this. Then I'll get back to answering some more questions. So this particular coin is pretty awesome. So this is like an extra bonus. Okay, so what this coin does is if you buy into it, you get different levels. So investing 5,000 CND in 5,000 SIN tokens, which are at 18 cents. I don't know if it's still 18 cents. It was earlier. It might have actually gone down to less. No, it's still 20 cents, so it's still holding strong. So that's not a small investment. I actually tested this one out. You get access to like this cool little bot, and this bot tells you all these like predictions that it makes. It's built upon artificial intelligence and crowd intelligence, which basically means like these people put this jelly bean jar out in front of people. On the jelly bean jar, they basically said 5,000 people guessed how many jelly beans were in there. And the collection of all of them together, like they averaged out all the guesses. Some people guessed 500, some people guessed like 5,000. They were within 3 jelly beans of the actual contents of the jar. So it meshes artificial intelligence with crowd intelligence to make choices like this. Like one of the things that it told me, so I'll just give you guys this as a bonus tip. It said power is going to be at 158 by February 28th with 85% accuracy. So it even gave me a date. Money to start up, it really just depends on what you're looking to put in. That's it. So 1,000 is good enough. 500 is probably can get you started on even one coin. I've just put the site in the chat. Is this easier than setting up an Amazon business? Tom, setting up an Amazon business and growing it like the $500,000 a month, that's fantastic, right? But it took me 5 years to build that. I do believe that there's nothing's been easier than this in a long time. And I think like So if I was to recommend something, I would say people try to do both at the time, understanding that Amazon is going to take time. And at some point, Amazon's going to have a gigantic payout. So let me give you an example. I've had many friends that have built Amazon businesses within 2 years and then sold for 7 million, 3 million, 11 million. While that's very possible, it's also going to take some money to do that and some time. Whereas this has a big bit of luck involved, but there's so much opportunity that I believe this is probably better for now. But I would try to do both somehow. So I would be doing both at the same time if I could. Always looking at just learning Amazon slower from a slower perspective and then doing this on the side. Yeah, fantastic, Michael. You're not going to be nervous. That's what the Telegram group is for. I'm telling you, we have some, like, Ask Megan. We help people with any question. It's our goal to build up that community. At some point, there's going to be another Michael in there, and you, Michael, are going to know your stuff, and you're going to be like a superstar in their eyes. Marcelo, if you want a payment method, email info@ibuildyourbrand.com. So we will see if, I think Josh has one, but I'm not sure. I'm going to put the thing here in the chat. All right, so it's right there. Yeah, Bakula, I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So I show you all that. There is a replay. I do give crypto recommendations right now. I'm telling you, there's so many good ones. 2018. Let me shout out a few of them for you guys. What long-term plays do I like? I definitely like VeChain, which is VEN. I love Sind, which I just talked about, CND. I loved Lend, LEND, which if you look at Lend, one of the fantastic things about Lend is you look at another coin that's in a similar industry. You take Salt. Salt is worth like $7, I think, and Lend is at 10 cents right now. Fantastic, Carolyn. Fantastic, Richmond. I'm going to send out a replay, so you will be getting that. Richmond, any amount is you could start with. So, like, let's say you have 1,000. You could literally take $200 and put it into 5 coins. If I was starting knowing what I know now, would you invest your time in Amazon? Again, Nathaniel, I think both are really good. It really depends what you want. If you want like fast money, crypto's not bad. If you want like long-term money where you build a business, like for example, the Amazon business that I showed you, the one that made the $500,000 is worth several $1 million. And that's from building it over the course of a couple years. So it can easily sell for $7 million or so. And that just took some time. As a result of that, I've been able to invest money in the crypto niche and do pretty well for the time that I've actually been in it. Michael, the modules, because we're in the, today is the actual, we're still in the beta phase, which I forgot to mention. So you're in the beta phase. The modules are dripped out, but we should have those done in the next week and a half. So the more important ones are there, and the Telegram group is there. The rest of them are being dripped out. That's why you got a significant discount. You get out the cash. So Sab, the best way to do that is to transfer it back to a site like Coinbase and then convert the crypto into USD, and then you can cash it out to your bank account. Yeah, I'll talk about those tomorrow, Carolyn. I have to reassess the market, how it tanked from like one day to the next. Like I made some actual original picks that I had already in my portfolio. And I'm obviously down on those since Bitcoin tanked. And again, Bitcoin tanked for a very specific reason. So I'll probably talk about that tomorrow in a actual video. Binance is close to new signups. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, Nick. You have to jump on over there. But there are other ones that I recommend. It'll be in that guide you guys get tonight. KuCoin is one of them. KuCoin shouldn't be closed. That's also a pretty good exchange. I'll also mention a couple others that I'm in. Marcelo, yes, you can pay with Bitcoin. Email info@ibuildyourbrand.com. For your positions, are we talking like 5 to 10 oldies at like 1,000? So I have a couple different strategies I recommend, TBH. It's going to depend on your actual, like I talked about, there's a conservative and the aggressive. I'm more the aggressive. I'm not, while I love Bitcoin, I'm not necessarily a holder of Bitcoin. I like Ethereum a lot better. So I do talk about how to make a conservative portfolio and then lean over towards the more aggressive. Mine is kind of super aggressive, but I show you how I diversify mine to like diversify the losses. I'm not heavily invested in any one single coin. Awesome, Michelle. Actually, Michelle, yeah, I got a special surprise for you. So please PM me on Facebook. Confirmation email for Richard. I'm right on it. Richard, give me a second. I will get right on it, Richard. I'm writing down your name so we can email you immediately after I get off here. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Nathaniel. Great Amazon question. Yep. It's really like there's nothing beats an Amazon business, especially considering how long Amazon's going to be about. But right now is like a golden opportunity for this. So while I am a diehard lover of the Amazon business model for growing from a perspective of long-term build, Amazon doesn't happen overnight anymore like it used to 4 or 5 years ago. It's going to take a couple months of hard work to even get the ball rolling. Let's see. Oh yeah, you'll learn how to see that, and it's just basically on chart. Let me see if I can pull up a chart of Bitcoin. And that actually probably is, we can actually pull up a free one. So let's put it here, BTC. So this is a site called TradingView where you could actually sign up for a free account and they'll give you free charts. They're just going to show you a couple ads, so which is fine. So BTC USD. This is BTC USD. And I would click interactive chart here. And when I'm on here, so I'm going to skip that. They'll take you through like a thing, like a tutorial. But right here, you could look at this chart. And right here, you'll notice that the support is right here at 88. There was one at 10,000. And then there's one here at 8,800. And it's right here from these, like this pause. This is an all-time chart. But we can look at a smaller time frame and stuff like that. And you'll see. You can also look at charts at CoinMarketCap. So as I said before, CoinMarketCap right here. In CoinMarketCap, we go to Bitcoin, we click on Bitcoin, and we look at charts here. So here's the chart. You can actually spread this out to a couple days so you could see more closely. But there's actually a support here at 8,800 right here. So I was showing you in trading view, but basically you draw a line of support here, which is basically like it was bouncing off this price. So support holds up the market, resistance holds it down. So there's like a resistance line up here right around the 20,000 area. Hit 20,000 once this year. So see, you could like really blow it up, go back, do all sorts of things on here, but that's just kind of a quick demonstration. Fantastic, Caroline. There is a payment plan. Okay, fantastic. 3 payments. I use both, TBH, so I'll show you some of the patterns that I actually look for. But I actually use a combination of both. Like the coins that I make a choice on are based on several factors. Awesome, Tony. Yeah, Nathan, I would honestly say that if you can spend what you look at, this is the best way that I look at things, is like when I say to myself, can I do this? Do I have the money to do this? I look at one thing. How much disposable income do I have on a monthly basis to invest? That is how I determine whether or not I want to do something. If I can spare $500 extra a month, $500 over the course of 12 months is really a lot of money. If you think about it, if you keep investing that, we're just at the infancy of this. By 2022, it's going to be bigger and bigger. And here you are at the birth of something. Think about how, like all these people, we got a lot of Amazon people on here, obviously. Think if you could go back to when I started Amazon. In fact, even take it 2 years before I started Amazon, which I can't even remember. It was right around when poker collapsed, 2012. So it was about 2012 I started Amazon. Imagine if you can take a time machine back in those days. Let me tell you how easy it was to launch a product. You put a Garcia Cambogia on Amazon, and guess what happened? Next day, you sold 20. If you had any marketing experience whatsoever, the day after that or the week after that, you could be at 100 units a day, making a pretty good profit. That's how easy it was to start on Amazon. So many of the people that got involved at the time, they decided not to evolve and not to get better. So as a result of that, they quickly failed and got eaten up by the people that at least started to make an effort. So what I'm telling you is you got two choices. Make the effort or don't. If you make that effort, what you're going to find out is that your effort will begin to snowball as you're in this more and more time. That's the bottom line. It's what happens. It's so awesome when things evolve. Like this market will evolve. So is it going to be this easy all the time? Absolutely not. It's going to be just like Amazon was. But if I had a time machine going back to 2012, there's a possibility I would be a billionaire if I knew what I know now. Like, I'm not even kidding with that. I've got several friends that have made $1 million in a single day on Amazon selling products or just knowing how to sell because they are almost geniuses, right? But going back, if I knew now, like if I had a time machine and could start Amazon, I started in 2012, but if I could have started 4 years before that or whenever they began to allow people in, just like these markets are beginning to allow people in, there's new markets coming up every day. New coins coming up every day. If I was allowed to get into and invest in potential Amazon type companies, I would be in an entirely different position right now. How much time do you need to spend on this? As I said before, Bob, it really largely depends on which approach you're going to take. If you're going to take the set and forget method and hold a lot of these coins, that's fine. Like, I got to be honest with you, I don't spend a heck of a lot of time on this at all. I've got one of the smartest guys in the world. He goes to one of the top 10 engineering schools in the country. I even think it might be one of the top 3 doing some of this research for me. So a lot of times all I have to do is take a quick peek, look at some charts, make a decision, know more about the company based on the information he sent over to me, and make a decision. That's it. There have also been times, and I show this in my mistakes, where I'm like, why in the hell did I do that? That was the stupidest, most boneheaded mistakes I've ever made. Awesome, Tony. It is still hard. It's great, but it's hard work, Tony just said. I agree with you 100%. I love Amazon. Nothing beats the Amazon opportunity over the long run. Jeff Bezos is only going to get bigger and bigger. That's why I 100% do Amazon still. I have the business automated. I set it up, but I've got all that automation involved. You guys might be one-man gangs, which is perfectly fine. I respect you guys for that. I was once doing that, and I bust my ass doing that. However, I did my time in Amazon in order to get where I'm at now. And while it was good, hard work, now I can move on to things like this. Fantastic. KuCoin is great. Australian exchange, yes, Nick. There are many Australian exchanges I can give you. I think Independent Reserve is one of them that a lot of people use that are in Australia, and CoinSpot is another one. So check out both those. Those are fantastic. Amazon accepting cryptocurrencies as payment. Irina, I kind of think they've said that they have no interest in it whatsoever. And that could be true. They did register 3 domains about cryptocurrencies. And I would imagine if they do ever start taking it, they will take Ethereum, or they will create their own. But I don't think they have any plans for it this year. They said that while they registered those domains, I think what they're going to wait and see if any government regulation comes into play first. So I think they might sit back and wait a year or 2 before they start taking it. Nathan, yeah, email Josh, Josh at iBuildYourBrand or info@iBuildYourBrand. Fantastic, Nathaniel. I am so excited. I know you will be a success story. Thank you, Caroline. I'm so excited. Nick, yeah, email Josh at iBuildYourBrand. Yeah, Shayla, I want to be in this market today. I agree with you. Like, I'm sitting on the sidelines right now because I had all my fiat in there, but I am certainly going to jump in there probably in the next couple days. Fantastic, Sophia. Awesome, Shayla. Yeah, Shayla, Amazon is always fantastic. I'm loving Amazon. As I said before, it is the best, most die-hard business there is. There's no better business than Amazon because you are backed by a company that controls 50% of all online sales. I don't just say that, look it up, Google it. You'll see that 50% of all holiday sales happen on Amazon.com. Makes no sense to be on Shopify. No sense whatsoever. No sense to have to learn how to run Facebook ads when they get harder and harder every single day. Amazon doesn't. Amazon, if you know the system, you can crush it on Amazon. Okay, so Sophia, just email Josh at I Build Your Brand and he will take care of you. Or I will have him email you. I've got your email. I'm going to tell him, I'm going to write it down right here and we'll see, he'll get it fixed for you. Compliance items. So in general, the only thing that you have to fear, and here's the same thing that you have to fear, just like online poker happened, is the exchanges. That is the only thing that you have to worry about. But here's the fantastic thing about cryptocurrencies is that you can have something called a software wallet or a hardware wallet, which means, like, let's say you decide to buy EOS, right? So let's say you buy EOS and you buy like 1,000 EOS. I'm just using that as an example. As soon as you buy that on Binance, you can actually transfer that EOS to a hardware or a software wallet. And what that basically means is now you have that EOS in your possession. It's no longer on the exchange. So the only worry about anything ever happening is that an exchange can get shut down. And if you have money on the exchange or coins on the exchange, then you can get burned, just like I got burned in the poker sites thing. But here's the thing. You don't have to keep those coins on the exchange. You keep them in your hardware wallet or you keep them in your software wallet, which I show you how to set up step by step. That was the scariest thing for me when I first started, because here's what happens with cryptocurrency. This is why it's so exciting. There's two certain things with cryptocurrencies. Number one, once you send them, they are unalterable. So the exchange is unalterable. And number two, I think what was the second one I was going to explain to you? I forgot. I'm sorry. The second one I forgot. But when you send it to me, if you don't double check the code, because it's this gigantic code, you got to double check the first four things, the first four digits or letters, whatever it is, and the last four, and verify that they match. Because once you send it, if you send it to the wrong address, you can lose it. So you have to be very careful about that. So the first couple times I was sending that, it was always very stressful, even though I checked it and double checked it. And I found, here's the crazy thing, I found that many people didn't talk about the little problems that happen when you were sending them across. So I had to really learn the hard way. Yeah, so that's how you protect yourself, is having that money on the hardware or software wallet. Carolyn, yeah, we actually are working on that, so that will be out at some point soon, but not yet. So TBH is familiar with the wallets. Do you clear the wallet daily, or do you clear to the wallet daily? Well, since I don't trade every day, I don't have to do that, so I don't always trade. I think the last time that I made a trade was, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 days ago. So 5 or 6 days ago, yeah, I sent some over to the wallet. So that's the only real thing that you have to risk, is if you, and here's the thing, TBH, is a lot of people are lazy and they leave the money on the exchange. They don't choose to send it to their wallet. As long as you're not lazy and you're fine with sending transactions and checking and verifying that they went through, then you're fine. You will be able to send it over and things like that without a problem. But a lot of people are just lazy. They're like, they take it for granted. They think, oh, Binance is going to be there all the time. Coinbase will be there all the time. We're fine. And obviously, since it's a booming industry that has a lot of questions raised around it, then obviously, as long as you move it over to your actual physical wallet, guess what? Just stores that somewhere safe. And the other thing that I learned is you don't even really need to actually store the physical wallet somewhere safe. It's the pass keys. So we talk all about that in the course. Yeah, awesome, fantastic. So it's very easy to transfer from one site to the other site. I show you exactly how to do it step by step. In fact, I do a transaction for you live, so you can see I'm not joking about the fact that I have money on there. I've been trading and I'm moving it around. I'm practicing exactly what I preach. No BS. So awesome. I think I got most of the questions here. If you guys happen to come across another question, when you actually go to our site, let me show you that. Crypto Profits U. I will show you that really quick, and you scroll on down here. There is this little button at the bottom right-hand corner. It's this little box. And if I click on that, you're going to notice that nobody's on there right now, obviously. But tomorrow morning, they will be there. One of these three will be there to answer all your questions. So if at any time you think of a question, support will be there. If you send them a question right now and nobody is on, they will answer you tomorrow morning as soon as they're in. Fantastic, TBH. I'm excited for that. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is where you sign up. If you're ready to rock and roll, you just click join Crypto Profits U now and jump on in there. And that's basically it. Again, if you have any questions after this webinar finishes, email info@ibuildyourbrand or send an intercom message tomorrow, all at cryptoprofitsu.com. You'll just put the message here and they will get back to you tomorrow morning, guaranteed. I look forward to teaching all of you and guiding you guys to having the best year possible in 2018. So I'm super excited to have you guys. If anything, even if you don't get in, just get out there and start investing. And I'm telling you, at one point, you're going to come back to me. You're going to say, thank you, Liz, for introducing me to this incredible opportunity. And at that point, you might want to join me and see some of the advanced techniques that we'll be doing at that time. And until then, thank you so much for at least taking the time out to actually listen to what I had to talk about. And thank you guys. I look forward to seeing all you guys get signed up and put into the Telegram group. Give it about a couple hours. For sure, tomorrow morning, everything should be fixed. If you didn't get a email to get you the login, email info@ibuildyourbrand. They will get you set up, make sure everything gets worked out. But I will see you guys tomorrow. You'll be introduced to the Telegram group, and I will start to post a couple thoughts on the current market. Thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic day. Tonight, I will be sending here, as soon as I get off the actual computer, I'm going to be sending you guys the actual bonuses and the actual replay link. So thank you for joining us. Have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.